Good morning, dear student. Welcome to our lesson. Today we are going to focus on the behavior and the responses of animals as ethology. This is a science which deals with the behavior of animals. Then animals, they have to react to the stimulus, and when they react, we have got two types of reaction. We have what we call the innate behavior, and we have what we call the learned behavior. Innate behavior, these are natural. We are born with them. We don't learn them, and they are always intrinsic. They are within us. We have the same reaction to the same stimulus. Then, among these innate, we can take the example of what we call the simple reflex action. I touch on a pin, I remove my hand. By that time, we'll have a simple reflex. But we have another example here. Is what we call the fight or flight reaction. That one is when we deploy more effort due to a danger. For example, somebody can see a lion. What will he do? Will he whether fight if he has got the weapons, or will tend to run? Sometimes will not manage because the lion is faster than it. But we have other type of reactions which we are calling now the learned reactions. What we learn, we can learn by different ways. One of the way of learning is what we call habituation. Another way, habituation. Another way, we call it imprinting. And there we can find another one which we can call here the conditioning. Habituation comes when we get used to something which was scaring, and then we find it is not the harmful. Like we can have in our gardens, we put sometimes the scare. There is a kind of the statues we put there, and it looks like a human being. And the birds, when they see it, they fear. That is at the start. With the time, they realize that it is just a scare, and they don't mind. They keep on coming. They can even lie on that scare. That is the habituation. Another is imprinting. Imprinting is the social learning, where we learn what other people are doing. Take the example of a mother duck with its kids, the duckling. The duckling, they can just follow the mother where it is moving, and they can see if the mother is swimming, they also start swimming, and they will end up by knowing it with their experience. Conditioning is a mechanism of learning where we learn with the association to a reward or a punishment. We make effort due to the reward we are expecting or the punishment we are expecting. Mr. Pavlov did an experiment on this. Mr. Pavlov had got his dog, and he was feeding it with the meat. So he had here meat, and the dog, when it could see the meat, it could give the reaction. It was making the salivation, it was giving the saliva. So that is the natural condition. Whenever the dog sees or gets the meat, it can salivate. So this one, he was calling it unconditioned stimulus. And this salivation, he was calling it also unconditioned response or reaction. But later, Mr. Pavlov, he has given, he has been ringing the bell. He rang the bell, and here there was no salivation. That is normal. This is also unconditioned stimulus, and this is also unconditioned response. No salivation is also, it is normal. But he made now the conditioning. In his conditioning, what did he do? He associated now the meat plus the bell. And what did he get? He found that there was the salivation. He did this for several times. Later, he said, I'm going now to see what will happen. He just rang the bell alone, and they realized that the dog also was giving the salivation. This one, he said, this is a conditioned stimulus, and this one is also the conditioned reflex or response. So the dog realized that the bell is associated to the reward, which is the meat, and therefore it has reacted in the same way. That was their reaction. Now let's look the social behavior. The animals, when they live together, they have got some social behavior. What are those behavior? First of all, they can have the communication. They have some languages. This can be by the sight, by the sound, by a reaction, a given reaction. You know that the bees, they have got a language. When they have found a source of flour, a source of sugar, they can come and they inform others, and the other they respond. That is a communication. Another social behavior we can find among the organism can be dominance, hierarchy. What does it mean? Animals, we can have one animal dominating over all other animals. And maybe these also, they are dominating over others. And so far, they keep on dominating. So this one, he knows that, so I am under that, and this other, they are under me. So that is another way of expressing their social behavior. But they have also another one, we call it territoriality. So this is about the area. Each group should know what is the limit, what is its boundary, where should it live from. It is starting from where and going up to where. So they should have that. A given area is belonging to this group, and from here to there it is for another group. Though all of them, they are of the same species. Like the gorilla, they can have a group, they can have an area which is for one bull with its group. And then from there to another one, there is another group there. This one will not quit this place to go there. When it goes there, it becomes an aggression. And by that time, the team will find there, they will have, territorial aggression. Or aggressivity. Aggressivity. So, they will fight. They will say, what have you come to do here? Why do you want to come here? You have your region there. So, that is a way of showing their social behavior. But we find another here is what we call the courtship. Courtship. Courtship, these are the behavior which the animals they display to show that they are ready for mating. The male can attract the female. The female, which is in estrus period, which is in the warm period, can attract the male. Another social behavior, we call it altruism. Altruism. Altruism is a way of an animal displaying energy in order to assist another. One can follow in the pit, one can be attacked, then others, they will apply the altruistic reaction. They will come to react, they will come to fight in order to help their friends. So animals can do that. Animals, as we say, they have a communication. They can realize that this place is becoming dangerous. This place, there is a change of the weather. This place, there is no food. There is scarcity of food. So what do? They say it's better we move from here. We go to look for other green pastures. That is migration. So migration, to mean they have got their habitat. Then they go to another place. They can find another habitat there, or it can be a temporary habitat, and later they can come back here. That is migration. Migration should not be confused with what we call animal dispersion. Dispersion. Animal dispersion comes when a group of animals, there is here a group, then some members, these are some members, they move from the group, they go to form another population. They go to make a new population. By that time, we say they have done what? They have done the dispersal. Generally, they are the young which depart from the habitat of their parent. They go to make other population. By that time, they don't come back. That becomes now the dispersion. Thank you very much for listening to this lesson. Please write your note and get ready for the exercise I'm going to send you. Have a nice day. Thank you.